the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Lawrence. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Being chased out left. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown Jaguars. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 51 yards. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it, because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage and just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 102 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now they'll shift things around.
2nd and 6. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Devon Hamilton
able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. And McLaurin, the motion man right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give to Williams, running right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kene Nwangu there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a couple. He'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll set up a throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Hyatt goes in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Jags are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. First play's a run with Nwangu. And they'll get him down up past the 15. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown. Sam Laporta, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game. I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feet. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up to throw. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. To throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time, 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Alec Pierce, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he is not going to get the first down, so a bit of an odd play, and it results in second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. 11. Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you could use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.